Good morning, Jacksonville. We got Brooks with the buzz.
Is that Brooks with the buzz?
Yeah, that's Brooks with the buzz.
Yo, it's Brooks with the buzz.
Brooks joins us with the buzz.
We're kicking things off with the MTV Video Music Awards. And hey, let me just say, this year it did not have an internet-breaking shocker like this one, the Kanye and Taylor Swift interruption of 2009. Yeah, we'll never forget that. But it was a night to remember, so many moments to highlight. Let's get to it. Here is the buzz. Welcome back. It is time for the buzz. So the Emmys, they're making a splash out in Hollywood, but you know, one moment everybody's talking about, Game of Thrones making it happen, winning their 4th Best Drama Emmy. So on the count of 3, we've got to get really loud, okay? Not the count of 2, not the count of 1, but the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Parking lots open at 6 o'clock, the gates open, and then the fun starts at 7:30. Here we are at the Mr. and Miss Andrew Jackson High School pageant. On the count of 3, I want you to yell out who you want to see take this crown home. 1, 2, 3. Look, I'm just excited to be here in this coffee shop, and I don't even drink coffee. Stuff the bus, stuff the bus. Let me hear you say, why did it take this long for this to happen? Gucci and Gucci, this should have happened 95 years ago. I don't even think Gucci's been around that long. Maybe it has, I don't know.
95 years ago, not quite.
Guys, so you know we have to take one. We just have to do it. So everybody ready? Let's do it. Oh, I gotta put the camera. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, cheese. Smile. Here's the best part. It'll even offer words of encouragement from a coach along the way. And you know what? I need all the encouragement that I can get. I was relaxing this morning, but now they have me working. You see, I became the captain in just a couple of hours. Guys, the gates just opened at noon here at the boat show. Here's some pretty disturbing news to share this morning. A shocking amount of young people don't wear deodorant. Why is this a thing? A lot of schools have policies against cell phones that they're not supposed to be used during school hours. So again, teachers do have that right to be able to confiscate it and send it to the principal's office. Then the parent usually has to come up and get it. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go. Slide, victory. Slide, victory. I'm excited. I'll be a host there as well.
Are you serious?
So I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
You're gonna be there?
Yes. Good selfie, good selfie. But then I'm gonna come over here out of the light and you're gonna see how it's like, maybe not so much. Now this selfie just doesn't look as good. Just doesn't look as good. Then I come back up here on the set and I'm lit again. I'm lit. I love it. I love it. I love it. Somebody actually sent a message in because we've been asking people to chime in about this. And they said Whitney Houston was a one-hit wonder.
What?
I feel like walking off the camera right now. It is an incredible day here on the First Coast. We're talking about the Jags taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, but think about this thing. You're gonna have thousands that are going to take the stands tonight. Look, I studied music in college.
I know you have.
And I loved it. Everybody, some people can sing pop. Stay over there. Some people can sing classical music, and then you can do that.
And he can. We have to give him his props. He did an awesome
But he did
job.
a nice job. Yes, that iconic 2-part Beyonce performance from Coachella, it captured so many eyes, millions. Well, turns out one of the photographers for that concert was actually a Jacksonville native. And at midnight, Netflix released a documentary about the historic moment. And get this, some of his work featured in the film.
The comment basically said, check your email. So I was like, who is this, first off?
Jaquan Jarrell tells me it was an email from the entertainment company behind documenting Queen Bee's performance, and he didn't think it was legit at first. Wait, let's rewind.
I applied for a job through Craigslist to be a photographer for the concert because originally I already knew Beyonce was going to be there, and I just wanted to go to like be a part of the experience.
From the marching bands to the instrumental breakdowns, the 2018 Coachella Music Fest captured the attention of millions.
I really love Beyonce, so it was just like, yo, I'm about to really be this close to this lady, and I'm working, and I'm getting a check.
Jaquan says he was hired to snap pictures of Queen Bee's historic performance, and shortly after the Music Fest, he posted them all over his social media pages. Back in February, he received this email from Parkwood Entertainment, which is Beyonce's management company.
They just jumped straight into it, basically saying that they were on a time crunch and that they wanted to use the video in the what they explained it was the Beyonce Coachella documentary.
It didn't specify it was for Netflix.
With me being a Beyonce fan, I already heard that she was working on something with Netflix, so I put 2 and 2 together.
After signing the contract, he had to keep all of this a secret.
At that point, I'm like overwhelmed but excited at the same time. Honestly, it's a blessing to, have my name marked on, something so historic as, you know, Coachella was. And then she's my favorite artist, like I say. So like, you know, just to see my name on that, it's just like unreal to me.
What do you hope will happen after this?
Well, hopefully B will see this interview, you know, and really know that I'm appreciative of her. So.
If she sees this interview, then we both getting famous.
And we lit.
We would all be famous. All right, so the documentary itself, of course, is going to be a big win for the streaming service. Netflix, they have already had a lot of eyes on it, as we know. It dropped at midnight. But then Beyonce did something that only she can do. She drops an album as well. No warning, no marketing behind it. She just drops another album with the entire homecoming performance on there.
It'll go platinum.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be top of the charts when people wake up and find that it's out there.
I've been here since the beginning, 25 years, 501 regular season, postseason, and preseason games.
He's seen it all. 25 years ago, Jaguars senior reporter Brian Sexton didn't originally come to the River City to be the play-by-play guy.
I came here hoping to be the pregame show host or the postgame host. Maybe if I was lucky, the halftime host. I was 25, I'm from Kansas. How in the world do I fit into the equation here?
So the day he got the job,
I stopped at every payphone. That's how long I've been doing this. There were payphones. I didn't have a cell phone. And tried to call my dad on the way home in Kansas City to tell him I had gotten my dream shot.
back in 1995, the Jags played the Broncos, and he says he remembers legendary announcer Larry Zimmer with a painting that said 500 games.
And I thought, my gosh, what an amazing number. I wonder if I could get that far. I counted 217, 337, 492. I did, personally, because that number 500 was in my head.
Sexton is one of 3 reporters that could tell the Jags' story from the beginning. But in his career, he says one memory always comes to mind.
Was when we beat Denver in the playoffs after the 96 season. We went out there, and it was a total shock to the National Football League that the Jaguars had gotten into the playoffs in their second season, that they had beaten Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, where they had never lost a playoff game.
For the last 25 years, he says he's been living the dream.
If I were to stop living tomorrow, everyone who knows me would tell you he felt like he was the luckiest person, the most blessed, fortunate person to have had the chance to tell the story of the Jaguars from the very beginning through their maturation of 25 years. I don't know if I can put it into words.